2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. For the Timberwolves, they're holding on to the 7th best record in the West, squarely in the middle of the playoff picture. And tonight, we'll get a look at former #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins. Great size and athleticism. Kenny, in your mind, will he ever be a superstar?
Oh, well, it's a chance. We know he could score. His defensive intensity hasn't always been up there. And I think if he improves his ball handling skills, that will take him over the top.
No, he's got to do more than one thing to be a superstar in this league. I think he has the tools to be great, but does he have the will?
Ooh, very interesting question. Very deep, Shaq.
Very deep.
Yeah. Anyway, now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Timberwolves look to take charge here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
For some free agents who won't be heading to the postseason, Clark, these could be the final games with their teams. And I think that looms over a player's psyche, knowing he could be on the way out, playing somewhere else next year.
Kevin, I'm sure it's sometimes hard to ignore if that's your particular individual case. It would be definitely hard to not give thought to that, but there's something about the game when you get immersed in it, you can't really be thinking about other things, but I'm sure in those moments when you're not playing, then it becomes more prevalent in your thinking if you happen to be a player in that particular situation. And at the end of the day, you just got to recognize it as part of the business of the game.
It's always there, isn't it? The business of the game, always in front of these players.
Yep.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner inside. Evans out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Bogdanovich has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pacers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. He told me they always have to be alert, and especially against this team because of its discipline and focus. He said we'll get embarrassed if we're inattentive at the defensive end. We must stick with our principles and do the little things. Kevin, they did win the first meeting of the season, and we'll see if they can get it done again tonight.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
And, you know, that's the important part. You've got to be locked in defensively, countering their ball movement with active, aggressive, communicating defense. I mean, that's really the only way to keep their shooters from getting comfortable.
Here's Rozier after Tyreke Evans has scored. Now Rozier. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns. The rebound by Turner. Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Inside. And Westbrook gets it to go.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Smart. 14 points from him the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's Smart. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Now here's Turner. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
Well, I tell you what, you got major bounce, but the long arms, Kevin, of Wiggins gives him an extra advantage converting at the rack.
Rozier with the steal. Beal up top. Over Bogdanovic. Tipped away.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Rozier kicks to Smart. Passes it to Towns. Here's Wiggins. Sinks that one from the post. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, high percentage look there, Kevin. I mean, Wiggins reads the defense and then basically just takes what he's given there.
Here's Westbrook. A rebound by the Timberwolves. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Westbrook kicks to Sabonis. Over Beal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch 4. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
One is off. He doesn't get the second one. Minnesota in the lead. Beal with it. Evans picks him up. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Throw good, Beal. And both free throws good for Beal. Pacers trail by 3. Evans feeling it out a bit. Pass to Westbrook. The pass to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Evans, that's a two-pointer. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Yeah, I thought they were terrific at getting the ball moving. Played so well together that night. Really shared the ball and looked for each other at a high level.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Tyler Zellers checked in for Turner. Torian Prince comes in for Bogdanovich. And Zedaransky subbed in for Tyreek Evans.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Beal. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Bates Diop, defended by Sabonis. Jones against Westbrook. Here's Bates Diop. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pacers trail by 5. And again the turnover by the Pacers. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. 5th, Russell Westbrook.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Jones with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Beal. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
Sabonis, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Utah.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Beal against Satoransky. Pass to Sabonis. This is to Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 9.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Jones, the pass to Bates Diop. Jones with it. Satoransky covering. Back to Jones. Pocket 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Bates Diop. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Satoransky looking around. Top of the key. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Pacers trail by 7. Westbrook kicks to Satoransky. Prince, the pass to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Prince misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Jones finds Towns. Okogie, guarded by Prince. Outside, Towns. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, you see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
And the Pacers call time here in the NBA, Clark. Great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you can find anybody that would top them.
Here's Evans, and nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Bates Diop. A putback, the rebound by Turner. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 13. Kicks it to Holiday. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Zeller. Evans dishes to Holiday. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Lets it go with a 3. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Knocks it loose. Pass to Rozier. Valanciunas inside. Turner covering. Pacers trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside, Smart. Wiggins kicks to Valanciunas. Shoots over Turner. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Holiday against Rozier. Holiday surveying the floor. Turner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Here's Bates Diop. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Rozier against Holiday. And the pass to Evans. Over Smart. And it's Evans missing. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, everything is sharp. I mean, nothing forced, precise passes, taking care of the ball. That's good stuff.
Rozier's out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Bates Diop in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Leaf. He kicks it to Prince. Pulls it from 20. Minnesota with the rebound. Back to Smart. Valanciunas against Zeller. Pass to Rozier. Sinks the triple. Rozier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Now here's Prince. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. And Satoransky kicks to Prince. Lets it go from the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Minnesota leading by 14. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocked loose. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball, and slam dunk by Smart.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And he recovers it. Pass to Bates Diop. Sinks the three-pointer. Bates Diop's got his second bucket of the night. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Timeout called the Pacers. Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And the layup is good. Holiday's got his first points in this one.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Minnesota.
Bounce pass from Smart. Pass to Valanciunas. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. "13 feet away, and no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Okogie, guarded by Prince. Now the pass to Rozier. kicks it to Smart. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. And Valanciunas puts it in. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for the Timberwolves.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leaf. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Both good from the line that time. Here's Rozier. He's got 5. Outside, Smart. He kicks to Towns. Inside, here's Beal. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 14 points for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
Evans passes to Turner. Pass to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. And here's Evans outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, incredible effort on defense, refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
Westbrook finds Evans. And here's Westbrook. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Beal from long range. The rebound by Turner.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Evans dishes to Turner. Passes it to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. A 3-pointer is right on target. Evans has got 5 points so far. Timberwolves leading by 18. Here's Smart. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rozier with the steal. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Towns. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rozier the pass to Towns. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's a nice play. Under duress, Wiggins staying aggressive, sinks the contested shot.
Evans against Smart. Outside, Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Westbrook. Sinks the triple. He's got 14.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Bounce pass from Smart. Towns against Turner. Towns kicks to Smart. Wiggins outside. takes the 13-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
On the wing, Turner, defended by Towns. Evans, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Minnesota. Tyus Jones comes in for Rozier. And a change for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for TJ Leaf. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
The inside-outside game of Towns, very solid. Not many big men can match him in that department.
Westbrook, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Here's Turner following the basket by Andrew Wiggins.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
And that one's good. Towns has got 6.
We know he can score from outside, too, but close to the hoop is where Towns makes his living.
Westbrook with it. Jones covering, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Indiana again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Beal taking his time here. Pass to Valanciunas. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. On the basket by Jones.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Evans. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Utah.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Evans. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots. Two.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Pacers now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Wiggins following the shot by Evans. And it's Towns missing.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Bogdanovich finds Westbrook. Back to Bogdanovich. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. Here's Jones. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Wiggins outside. Outside, Jones. Pass to Towns. Outside, Beal. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Evans. Right side, Westbrook. Over Jones. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Evans. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
And so it's Minnesota riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew, for you personally, a great first half. You really got to the rim a lot of times. What are you seeing out there?
Just a mindset to attack the rim early, try to mark my presence.
We certainly saw you in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points and 3 assists. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner inside. Russell Westbrook out there with Tyreke Evans, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Clock at 4. And it's Evans missing.
And I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
Towns kicks to Beal. Pass to Rozier. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From 12 feet out. No good that time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Evans outside. Back to Westbrook. Evans outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Wiggins dishes to Smart. Back to Wiggins. Here's Towns, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Towns has got the first bucket of the third here for the Timberwolves. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Westbrook against Rozier. Back to Westbrook. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Wiggins missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Searching for that first bucket here in the third.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Towns after Tyreke Evans has scored. Outside, Smart. He tries for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smart's got 9 points. Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Taking a look at Sacramento. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's Minnesota. They're down in 7th place.
And I think for Minnesota, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And you think about the game of Karl Anthony Towns, the versatility club. The versatility just leaps out at you.
Well, he's a man of his times, Kevin, when you talk about his game. I mean, that's where the game is now. And that's always been his ambition, to be as complete a player as possible. And at his size, he shoots it deep, he can post you up. And as he gets better as a passer, he's going to be harder to guard.
Now Beal, after Westbrook's missed 3, and Beal kicks to Towns. Over Turner.
Well, you look at Turner's body. He's got a wily, muscular frame that he makes good use of. I mean, his defense and the way he contests shots is remarkable.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Beal's shot is good.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Westbrook, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Evans passes to Bogdanovich. With the floater, it's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. To the inside. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Beal against Bogdanovich. Here's Westbrook. And Rozier pulls it down.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now. And with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Feeds it to Evans. Yep, that one goes in there. Evans has got 4 this quarter.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Now here's Beal. He's got 22. Towns with it, picked up by Turner. Towns finds Wiggins, knocks it loose. Turner with the steal. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. Outside Westbrook. Turner against Towns. And there's the pass to Evans. The kick out to Westbrook. Lets it go with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Smart. He's got 11. Over Evans. Smart misses. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Westbrook. Beal pulls it in. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Smart goes in. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. 13 points for Marcus Smart. Smart's gotten 6 of his 11 attempts to go in so far from the field, shooting almost 55%. Looking to end his cold spell, and that one drops for him. And that's now 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
And he's having a difficult quarter shooting the ball with just 1 make and 9 attempts.
Rozier kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Towns. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Evans passes to Turner. Evans inside. Guarded by Smart. They get it back. Evans' shot is good. He's got 13.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm. High percentage quality shots and really getting whatever he wants.
There's Beal with the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Rozier against Westbrook. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Zeller, he's checked in for Turner. Leaf comes in for Sabonis. Prince is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Zedaransky subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Prince kicks to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zeller. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
Outside, Beal. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
So it's the Pacers now after the basket by Minnesota. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Prince kicks to Westbrook. Passes it to Leaf. That one doesn't go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Beal with it. Westbrook picks him up. Jones, no luck.
Well, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. on defense, Minnesota. Here's Leaf. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Rozier looking around to the right side. Wiggins from outside. He can't get that one to fall. So Indiana will take it the other way. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Holiday. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Valanciunas, good.
No hesitation when he saw the space that he was giving him. That's two.
Outside Holiday. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the third. Rebound, Minnesota. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Smart with the drive. And stolen by Prince. Down low. And stolen by Wiggins. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Here's Rozier. Satoransky grabs the miss. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Pacers. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it. Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on it. You need to get a better shot than that.
Sabonis, the pass to Leaf. Indiana moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline try. No good off the front iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smart on the wing. Satoransky covering. Rozier kicks to Valanciunas. Satoransky against Smart. Bates Diop. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 7th assist in the game. The Pacers shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Holiday against Rozier. The shot's good. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And the Timberwolves with possession here. On the wing, Wiggins over Prince. The wing jumper off target.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Minnesota. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Smart is out there with Jones. And it's Bates Diop in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Jones. Clock at 6. And Bates Diop gets it to go. Bates Diop's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. And Holiday kicks to Prince. The pass to Bogdanovich. Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
Now here's Prince. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Turner with it. Now Valanciunas defending. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Smart dishes to Valanciunas. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Satoransky against Smart. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. Here's Jones. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Bates Diop. It's rebounded by Indiana. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Bogdanovich looking around. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a fourth referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better in highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Holiday. A lot of super teams trying to form right now, Clark, in the NBA. Golden State, one of them. Talk about some of the sacrifices stars have to make, for instance, in Houston, when they join forces.
Kevin, that's such a great point, and one that's often just overlooked or underemphasized, the sacrifices you have to make to be a championship team. And usually that starts at the top of your roster with your best players. And sometimes they have to bend and mold their games to the people around them. So that's the hard part of it. Just because you put together a lot of talent, as we've seen, doesn't mean you're going to win a championship. So the sacrifices, the commitment, those are big parts of contending for titles.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Satoransky. Ball's knocked loose. And at the top of the key, Turner. Here's Holiday. Turner trying to free himself up. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Turner.
And, you know, these are easy ones. Once you're this close, it's academic.
Jones with him, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Jones against Holiday. Jones kicks to Smart. Passes it to Bates-Diop. Shoots the three. They get it back. Valanciunas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Jonas Valanciunas taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. We know Clark fans want to see star players. That's been a hot topic around the league. The league has added rules, in fact, that now prohibit resting guys on certain nights.
Yeah, I think that's important, that players have a real understanding of their responsibility. I understand trying to balance the rest versus the wear and tear of a course. That's another reason I propose a shorter season. I don't think you'd end up with this kind of controversy or debate. But I thought the league was right in requiring, your responsibility is to play all the games you're available to play in, unless you're injured. And I think it's important that guys take that responsibility seriously. And it's a responsibility they have to themselves, to the team, the organization, and the fans.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Nice shot by Evans.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. All his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
Westbrook against Smart. Kicks to Towns. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. Prince, the pass to Holiday. Pass to Sabonis. Now Westbrook from downtown. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Smart kicks to Towns. Now the pass to Beal. Here's Wiggins. That's tipped. They recover it. Bucket is good. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Evans. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
Sabonis with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. And he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Westbrook kicks to Prince. He feeds it to Evans. Makes it off the glass.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Outside, Smart. Passes it to Towns. Hangs. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
You look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place. More guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane. So everybody's got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades, because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now. So everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Wiggins to the paint. 13 feet away. And times the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Up top, Sabonis. Back to Westbrook. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's Smart. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. He gets it in there.
Able to finish through contact there, Kevin. Wiggins with the broad shoulders and excellent body control. Nicely done.
And Holiday kicks to Westbrook. Mark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there. But the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable. Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Rozier against Holiday. Now Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Holiday with the defensive effort. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Evans, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You got to respect the physicality of Evans. Excellent at drawing contact on his way up.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Look, over your many years in the NBA, you've seen labor unrest, but per the most recent CBA, we have the potential for a decade-long stretch now of labor peace.
Yeah, and I think that's great for all sides. And you've got to recognize that some of the unrest in the past was really necessary to get to this place where we may have labor and league peace for the next decade. I mean, there's no justice without struggle. There's no smooth sailing without some bumpy sailing at times. So credit the league, the Players Association, and the players for getting to this place now where the league is doing well in all measures and the game is healthy and good. But that's a team effort by all involved.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Back to Westbrook. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The the first one falls. And he makes both free throws. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And the game they played tonight, it was purposeful. They wanted to get out after losing that first game of the year against this group. Big boost of confidence for them as they even up that season series against the Pacers.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Marcus Smart.
And the ball movement, exquisite, incredible. I mean, dime dropping all over the place all game long.
I tell you what, with the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Sabonis, the layup missed.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.